Relics and Rarities is sponsored by the Rook and the Raven, whose unique disc-bound tabletop gaming notebooks grow and evolve throughout your entire campaign. Find your mischief and misadventure only at therookandtheraven.com.
He then comes back and he pokes his head in and he says, "You might want to check out the melted shoe," and disappears again.
The shoe.
The shoe.
Wait, I'm sorry, I was hanging the map. He came back?
He stuck his head in.
After that amazing dramatic entrance,
I know,
he popped his head back
he
in?
forgot some information.
And he doesn't want us to die.
And he doesn't want you to die. So he tells
doesn't
you to
want to
check out the melted shoe.
The melted shoe.
And he
That was in the letter.
That's in Uloo's letter.
So it seems that we have several paths to go down.
Yes.
We have this melted shoe, which connects this letter. We also have the governor, who has come up. We could go and visit the governor, or we could examine the bank again. What would be the best course of action?
So you know the melted shoe very well. It is the most well-visited tavern in town.
Now that sounds like a fun
People
place.
love the melted shoe.
Right on. So, kids, we're going to the melted shoe. You know what I'm saying? First,
very much.
we're going to get some mead, some grog, and we're going to talk this through.
It's like 10 o'clock.
Yep, that's a good time for me.
Yeah.
Now, as you approach the melted shoe, you have been there before, and you go already say, you guys, it's important to keep your heads. That people tend to go a little wild when they go to the melted shoe.
Listen, kids, it's Sunday morning buffet at the melted shoe. Well, we got to keep our wits about us. Don't start none, there won't be none. And,
Or start some and then finish that same sum.
That's exactly what my grandmother used to always say. So we'll, sometimes there's a 10, 15 minute wait for a table, but I know the guy. So let me go first. Ready?
So you
Ready.
walk up in front of the melted shoe, and there is a sign plaque above that has a shoe that is like spinning, and its sole is melting down off the shoe in a sort of an emblem.
Look at its melted soul.
There's a couple of steps to go down into it. It's like one of those like sort of half basement doors. Even from the outside, you can hear the.
What's that? Is it a house party?
There's music, really like intense music going on inside, and you can even the windows have all been pasted over with like newspapers, exactly in there. And you go and you open the door. It gets louder. Ooh. Oh my God, it's amazing. You step out and there's this long stairway that goes down. Precisely.
It's a disco.
It is 100% like that. In fact, there's even like stained glass up on the roof so that when the sunlight shines through, it's like a kaleidoscope of colors. And people you see down there are just going crazy. They are dancing, and you can smell rubber, like burnt rubber, from people just dancing for hours and hours on end.
I'd like to do a quick Arcana check
You
to
may.
see if there's something afoot here.
You may.
A foot.
Why you gotta be suspicious? We're all here to have a good time.
18.
Plus 3 is 21.
You definitely think there's something going on with the music. People are like tranced into this right now. You think probably you could fight against it if you wanted to, but if you didn't want to, you would just ride the wave.
Okay, and I want to do a check to see how many people in here have yellow ribbons on them.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay, 15 plus 1, 16.
Okay, so you start to scan the room, and there's like people are packed in. It's tight, but every once in a while you think when the light hits, you can see someone with a yellow ribbon or a red ribbon, but then they kind of disappear again into the mosh pit of people that are just dancing wildly. Their eyes, even as you look and you see their eyes are kind of like glazed over. And it appears that people have been here dancing for just hours on end without stopping.
Methinks this was an all-nighter. I'm joining in.
No,
Yours goes down?
No, I'm waiting for someone to grab me.
grab me.
Ricky.
Where's the bartender?
That's over on the other side. There is a little bar set up, and there is a bartender.
Is it multiple drinks or one drink only?
not
Well,
a
because
lounge
maybe
club.
they,
There's a cover charge.
well, maybe
like
they
a
put
cabaret.
something in
Two-drink
it,
minimum.
right?
Like
Like
you
if
might
it's
want to
all-
ask that question if you
Okay,
wanted to.
I would like to know.
You have to go down there and ask him.
But wait,
But wait.
perhaps there's someone we could send that might not be affected by this.
You know what? I got an imp. I don't know if you guys know this, but I got an imp. Lockheed, go get fucked up. Come back, tell us what happens. Go.
Lockheed scampers down the. You lose him in between the feet of all the people dancing. You don't even need to make a stealth check because they are not paying attention. They are happy about it. He's dodging in and out and to around. He comes over.
The only problem is Lockheed in his former life, when he was also a volunteer fire department head,
In hell.
loved dancing. That was what he identified as a firefighter, but in his heart he was a dancer. So he's got to stop
As
and
he's
get
going,
it on.
he's kind of, his shoulders start bopping, his wings
Yes.
start flapping out a little bit. He's doing like the funky chicken as he darts his way in and out of feet. But he looks good. You know, like he's got some moves. He does a little spin on his head.
And I'm seeing this through his eyes,
Oh,
so all
yeah.
I'm seeing are feet, and I'm like, ah!
And they're all, and again, all the shoes are like falling apart from how long these people have been
Melting
dancing.
souls.
Melted souls. Melted shoes. So they.
We're done here, let's go. We decoded the name of the place, let's
I'm
get out
a
of here.
private investigator. I figured it out. It darts over to the bar and it kind of scampers up on the side and peers over the edge. And there do appear to be bottles and kegs of many different types of liquor.
That means it's the music.
Can you tell him to get to the liquor room?
Lockheed, get to the liquor room. Pronto.
Somewhere hidden.
Okay, so Lockheed kind of goes around the perimeter, start looking for things, and he does find a back door. He like flies up a little bit on his little wings and looks it out and is able to open up that door, and he scampers inside. And it does seem to be a regular storeroom. However, there is a door in the floor.
Guys, I see a door in the floor in the
trap door.
storeroom. Sorry, that all rhymed. That's what Lockheed's seeing, so that's what I'm seeing. I think we need to go see that door.
Yeah.
Beryl had an interesting idea. Can he check the band and see if there's anything funny going on there?
Smart, because they may be enchanting us with their music.
Turn the music off.
Lockheed, it's Professor X. Do me a favor, turn around and
get
go, where are we, sending him to the band?
Yeah.
Check out that band, Lockheed. See if they're as good as they think they are.
So Lockheed scampers around again through the feet, busting his move. He climbs up on the stage and is kind of in between the feet of the band. And there's nothing that's particularly standing out to you in terms of the visuals. They just seem to be playing music, and that does seem to be kind of having an effect. However, Lockheed is so kind of getting into it, he starts to like dance up on stage, and everyone downstairs goes, oh yeah, and they get really into Lockheed's dance, and it's like you can see everyone is just getting like really focused on that.
I'm looking through Lockheed's eyes, and I'm relatively sure this audience is high as kites, man. They're really into his dancing.
They're into his dancing.
Clearly, they've been enchanted.
I would like Lockheed to make a perception check, please.
Ooh.
A 2.
A 2. He's scanning the crowd, but nothing really pops out to him. I mean, the passive is 11, so that's what we'll say.
Since they're all fixated on the little imp, that's our move to get to the door.
I agree.
But perhaps we could cause a commotion with the imp and cut the music. Mess up their instruments, pinch them on the bottoms. I don't know what imps do.
Pull the plug?
But they're all transfixed on them. They're not looking at us.
We
Yeah,
can
maybe
get down
use-
the
How about
door.
this? If the music
Starts-
was making the people all crazy, we don't listen to the music.
I have one pair of earplugs. Vera, if you wanted to lead the way, I'll follow you.
Let's go.
So you're
Meanwhile,
not
dance.
plugging, you're plugging
I'm
yours.
plugging my ears because I only
Okay.
have one pair.
Okay.
I
So
have
Vera, slow down.
earplugs. I don't think I own those, but I have fine clothes.
I'm gonna plug my ears
You plug
using
yours?
some of the
Yeah.
tufts of fur from my
Okay.
shoulder pauldrons.
I've
Okay.
got extra material from clothing, so I'm going to take little just snips of it, and I'm going to
Stuff
stuff
your
my
ears in?
eardrums.
Same thing.
Same here, because
Yeah.
everybody's stuffing their ears. You stuffing your ears, Sam?
I'm controlling Lockheed.
You're controlling Lockheed, but are you as Sam going to stuff
No,
your
I'm
ears?
just leaning up against the back wall, looking like I'm dancing with everybody else, but I'm
So you're not
controlling
coming.
the imp. Yeah.
So you're not coming. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
stay up
stay
there.
here. I got
All
you
right.
guys
Decoy,
covered.
yes.
So you guys head down.
We go down to the door.
No one seems to notice you. You're able to slip by and get back
First time no one's
to
noticed
that
me.
back door.
There we go. We get to the door. I'd like to open.
You open the door. You go in the back. No one seems to stop you.
Okay, we get to that bottom door.
There's a
I'm
little.
thinking this leads to the tunnels.
What?
I'm thinking.
Oh!
I say we go! Down! We pull the latch, Beryl and I.
Ledge up. And yeah, sure enough, there's a ladder that goes straight down. And as you look in, you can smell, it does have sort of a sewery smell to it. And there is water reflecting off onto the walls in this kind of low space.
Is there a way to get Sam back over here? Can someone beckon to him, like, to come on?
The tallest one, probably.
Beryl, you're seeing over the crowd. Maybe he'll look at your green skin.
And you come down?
Oh, you're communicating. Oh. And I shimmy over there.
Doing the fishing
Shimmy
pole.
over there. As you come down the steps, you did not plug your ears. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Do I use this?
You'll roll that, and we'll add your wisdom bonus.
4 plus an 8.
So 12. You're grooving to it, you like it, but you don't feel entranced.
Right.
So you come down
I'm
and then
just-
you follow, kind of work your way through the crowd, enjoying it, and you get to that back door.
What's up, kids?
Hi.
Sounded very overtly sexual, but here I am at the back door after having boogied.
Boogied well. We're going down.
When you
sorry.
close the door behind you, it does muffle the sound. Yes.
We're going down to the sewers.
Does Lockheed run back and join you, I assume?
Lockheed's still dancing.
Okay,
right
Lockheed's
now,
still
just to
entertaining.
cover us, because
Gotcha.
Sam's going to be like, "What? The sewers?" Lockheed, as an imp, glows.
He does.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you a little bit.
Thank
He's
you.
very reflective.
Yes, he's not. So we can use him to light our way.
Okay.
So is he coming with us?
Yeah, we'll bring him back
We
down.
open the door just a smidge.
So yeah, Lockheed stops. He gives a real dramatic bow. Everyone cheers.
And Lockheed, like, this is where Lockheed breaks with me, Sam Hain, because he's like, "No, I want to dance." But I'm like, "We need you, buddy. Come on." He's like, "Oh." And then he joins us.
He darts through. You open it at 2
He's
inches.
having his own personal footloose, but we're not on an adventure. We need his help.
He slips through the door and is with you guys.
Hello, imp.
Hello.
He floats down. It's very dainty and very cool, and he sort of floats and drifts, and he ends up down there.
Look at his
And-
maneuvering.
I know, it's
good.
nuts.
This little thing, like a glider. And he gets down and still looking through his eyes. You can see these. This is just long expanses of tunnels. And every so often you can see that there must be a grate at the top as light shines down onto the ground in kind of a pattern.
Shall we break up and go down
Pop
each
down
tunnel?
first.
No.
So I can
Stay
float
together?
down.
Yes.
Oh,
All right,
yes.
so you're gonna float down. All right, so Beryl jumps, and feather falls, right, and lands
Yep.
very nicely.
You want to go next?
I think one of you two should. I'll flank you.
All right, I go down, and as I go down, I'm looking up to see if it says melted shoe, if it's labeled.
As you get down, yes, you do notice that on the side of the ladder, someone has written "melt the shoe" along the side of that.
Thank you.
Well done.
Where are you going tonight? The shoe?
I'll follow after.
Okay,
Annabella.
you're next.
I also jump down into the sewer.
Okay, and Viros
And
is
then
last
I
to climb
flank
down.
Sam.
Do you close it after?
Professional sense. Yes, and I'm going to close the latch behind me, and I descend.
Oh, open the latch. It's so. We need a venting.
When the door closes, the sound is almost perfectly muffled. You can no longer hear it. And now there's just an eerie, still quietness, a little bit of drips. And every once in a while, you can hear a sort of clunk, clunk, clunk above you as people walk over the grates and over your head. You can go right or left.
Now we do have this map that we've gotten.
Ah!
We don't know which of these ladders is the entrance we've gone down. So there.
So that's what we know.
Yeah.
I would like to do some type of an investigation check to see which ladder is labeled City Hall or Governor or...
So you don't see any other ladders
we-
right where you are. Where you are, there's just the ladder going up into
So we
the
have to, like,
shoe.
literally go left
They're
or right.
just
Yeah.
tunnels.
We have to discern
I think
that.
Ricky has something to say.
I have it. There are two options to where we could be, because we're seeing a split going either right or left,
Right.
right? If we've come in here, this one leads right or left. And if we've come in here, this one leads right or left. The other ones are blocked off in the other directions. So that narrows it down to those two. Let's go down one of these paths and see if we can match another landmark.
I'd say it's a crapshoot either way.
Yes.
Because
We're going right or
literally
left?
we're in the sewer.
Well, Let's go.
Pick a direction.
Yes. Right.
You're gonna go
Okay.
right.
Yes.
All right. So Ricky takes the lead and heads off in the right direction. You hear his little bottles jangling as he goes. The rats scatter.
Look at his 3-foot body moving.
Okay.
It makes waves in this sort of shallow water as you walk by. You follow this down for a while, and the sort of the grates above you, and you come to a dead end, and you can go right or left again.
So if I've come in through here and walked down this hallway, I've come to this T, right? Because I've turned right. Or if I've gone here, it would have been right as well. So we're still either this ladder or this ladder. So I'm going to turn right again.
Okay, so you go right. You continue down this channel. About a good couple of feet down, you see that there is a way to go right off of this channel.
If you keep going right, Ricky, we're going to be right back where we started.
That's good.
It's the top ladder.
Right, again.
Okay, so you go right and you keep walking. You hit a turn and you go right again. You continue down this way. At this point, you've walked quite a far distance. You do pass a ladder.
Let's check the ladder.
Yeah, what does the ladder say?
The ladder says county jail.
Mark it.
Would you like to?
Write it down.
Okay.
So we know we can get out.
Assuming we've gone down this ladder, this is the melted shoe, and I've turned right, I would like to make a navigation check.
Absolutely.
And I'll let you roll
You can
it.
do a survival maybe
Okay.
for that.
Can I
Yeah.
help?
Yeah,
Because
we
I'm
can
a
add
wanderer, so
we can
I
add
recall
your
maps
survival
easily.
We can add your survival bonus
Okay.
to his.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Plus 7.
Plus 7. You're looking at it, and suddenly it occurs to you, oh, those ladders aren't depicting the ladders that go to locations up. Those are depicting ladders that go down. And you even grab it. And you go, oh my God.
Oh my God.
You're pretty sure that this would be how you get under the river of Bellbrook.
Whoa. Whoa.
So if the river is continuing down here, these ladders would go further down. Have we seen any ladders in the water channel that would have like either coming in and out of the
You
channel?
have not seen any ladders that go down yet.
I think we gotta go down.
Well, then that means, okay, wait, Ricky,
Yeah.
look at the ends that awkwardly branch off the map. That must be the entrances.
Right.
So recall a path of only right turns. So remember that first T intersection you came to?
Here it is. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you turned right,
Right
and then you
Right.
turned right,
and right.
and then you turned right again.
And then there's a ladder here. So this entrance, let's call this the shoe. And then there's a ladder here.
Which is the jail.
All right, we're on a path. So we'll go past the ladder.
You go past the ladder.
Yeah.
Yes, you come down, and that would be a left turn.
Through
And then
here.
you hit a T. Yes, and you can go right or left at the T.
So if we're trying to get underneath further,
Yeah.
we should aim for these ladders, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's go right, left, left, and then straight
You
down.
go right, you follow this path as you go. As you get to the end where it's going to turn left, you stumble around the side, and in one of the grates down at the end, you see a tall, broad figure in a hat, and it looks down the tunnel at you. So you guys are a good, 100 feet from each other. You've just caught him.
Can he hear us?
Could maybe.
I can sing at him.
You want to sing at him?
Yeah. Hey, who the fuck are you?
Make a
Investigation?
intimidation, I guess. Intimidation check, and we'll add 5 plus your intimidation, which
I'd
is
like to
probably pretty
assist
high.
if I could. I just wanted to add my bonus at that
We
point.
have to
I'm a
help
plus
him. How
7
you gonna help him with your
intimidation
Yeah.
I mean, back him up.
with 9. Or is that a 6?
That's a
Oh,
9.
no, I can.
9.
So 9
Plus
plus
seven is
plus 7 is
16.
16, plus another 5 is 21.
21.
You just have to say what you would do. to
I would
help
just be
intimidate.
like, hey! Just
Add
yell.
your voice?
Yeah, just my vocal.
Okay.
Echoing down the tunnel. Hey!
And yours is
Plus
another
4.
plus 4, so we're at 25. All right.
On top of the singing or behind the
We're
singing.
going to get what we want.
Yes.
So you sing this out. The guy stops and he goes, nothing to see here. I don't want a problem with you. You don't want a problem with me. We cool?
Hold that thought. I don't trust anybody that begins with nothing to see here.
I agree.
Good instinct.
Because
Thank you.
usually
I
there's
got an
something to
idea.
see.
This
Yes,
is
I know.
what I've found.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we don't want no smoke. You don't want no trouble. We're just trying to get down to that super cool place where folks like us can scrape by a living doing the things that folks like us do.
Is anyone else
I
totally following
I
that?
should probably sing.
I'm just copying Sam.
just singing like
Because it inexplicably works.
Roll your d20 and I don't know. What are you trying to do? You're trying to convince him you're one of the gang, right? So that's a deception.
Let's take me to the underground,
Yeah.
yo. Yeah. Oh God. 8.
On that 8, as you begin to stride forward to do this thing, he takes off. He runs down and turns, and he's out of sight.
I say we go after him.
He's 100 feet away,
He's a
and
liar.
he's turned and gone away.
And a knave.
After you.
Let's go. So
All right.
I take off.
You take off.
Yeah.
You're running. All right, everybody starts following behind. You're going to start to get a little bit further
Behind, because
and
I
further
can't keep
behind. Can't quite keep up on his little legs.
I chuck my javelin at him.
You can't see him because he's
out of
turned
sight.
a corner and he's out of sight.
Crap.
After 100 feet, you do get to that corner and you turn, but there's another turn right there, so you still can't see him. He's ahead of you.
I want to keep going.
Keep running. All right, Viros continues to run. He turns that corner. At this point, there's a way to go to your right, which you recognize as the way to go
the ladder.
to that ladder, and it also continues going straight.
Turn right, Veros.
You do hear the echo of feet, but it's a little hard to tell which direction it goes.
Turn right.
I send Vera's Bardic Inspiration.
Okay?
I turn right.
He turns right. You go down the right as you come to a ladder that descends deeper
Down.
into
There we
the
go.
ground.
Good. I would bet my Viking blood that he is down there. I want to go after him.
You
I
go-
just tell them that.
You just go right down the ladder. You're getting further and further back.
I'm trying.
Are they following?
I mean,
Yeah.
they
I'm
say
not
they're
gonna-
falling, but he
I'm
can't
on his
keep up because
heels.
he's a lot. He's
Daryl's with me. Sam, Annabella's with me. Ricky's trying.
Ricky's trying.
Okay.
So you shoot down to that ladder. You end up in a very dark space.
Where's the imp?
down here?
How far is
here.
the imp?
Hold on, let me flick my bick. The imp is on.
The imp is on. The imp doesn't really glow, but if there is light, he does cast a little bit of reflective light. You can kind of see him wherever it is. There is still some light trickling through down the ladder from up
And I
above.
believe tieflings have dark vision.
Tieflings do, so
As
you're
do
fine.
I.
And Beryl's right
Yeah,
behind
I
me, so
can't
I hold off on lighting a torch in the depths this far. So I don't light a torch. I wait for Beryl and Sam and the imp and Annabella.
I slide down the ladder really coolly by putting my heels on either side.
Sweet.
Nice.
Wow,
With
Beryl,
your
Class.
feather fall too, it's like super graceful and cool.
that was great.
You're down here. It's especially cold and dark, and the light is much more filtered. There's none of these grates. You can see another stretch across from you. Probably a good 60 feet is another ladder going up.
I want out of the sewer.
Yeah, so you could go over there to that ladder and go up.
You go to the ladder, so
Let's
we go
get
to the
out
ladder.
of
Go to the
here.
ladder. You start climbing up. You now end
Ricky
up in
caught up?
another. No, you have not seen him.
We should probably wait for the small one.
We can send the imp back for him.
That works.
Lockheed, run back and fly us Ricky. Lockheed is like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm not a genie. And then he takes off.
He goes
And then
back
he
to Ricky.
Grabs him, and he's got wings. So
He does have wings. I don't know that he's strong enough to carry Ricky.
Yeah, let's see.
It says 6, and then there's a -2 on it.
Yes, that means he's not very strong.
But you could
So he
follow
goes, he tries, he gets his little talons into Ricky's,
Get off!
coat and starts trying to pull
Hey,
him.
man, don't hit my imp.
Ricky's running. You're at the ladder now and you're starting to come down the ladder.
Just let me do this.
Why are you so slow?
I'm tiny.
Come on, Huckster.
And you've now rejoined the group at the bottom of this ladder.
Welcome back, Ricky.
Yes, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
They were all talking shit about you while you were gone, but not me.
I heard you through the imp.
So you go to the other ladder and you climb up this ladder. You're back in this tunnel system that seems to be sort of right under the streets on the other side.
So where are we?
On the other side here.
Right. And we got to get to that exit on the other end, I'm assuming.
That is a goal.
So,
All right, so you're gonna follow the paths that
yeah.
direction?
So we go
All
straight,
right.
and then we go
So you
left.
continue to walk down in that direction, following this map as you snake around. You come to that last turn before you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And as you come around the corner, who's in front?
Me, because I have dark vision.
Barrel's in front. You come around the corner, you can see that it dead ends a good way in front of you. You do see a door on the right side of this tunnel. However, between you and the door and the end of this tunnel are at least 20 bodies lying on the ground in the muck.
Like dead bodies?
That's how they appear.
I'm not afraid of dead bodies. I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
I'll march
science.
forward. I want to actually examine whatever one is closest. I want to examine their feet.
All right, so you come around, and as you come to within 20 feet of this body, it moves, as well as the other 5 in that area.
I told you we should have burned them.
You're right. You're so
Ricky
right.
always does this.
If you guys want to roll your initiatives, you can.
+2, +12, 14.
Veros,
14 as well.
14.
1.
1 for Beryl. 15. Annabella has 15. And
14.
a 14 for Ricky. And
14
for Sam.
as well.
All right, Annabella, you hear that moan and immediately jump to. You are up first.
Okay, I'm gonna do a minor illusion.
Okay.
That we are all priests.
Okay.
That there is a priest.
Because it's an illusion, yeah.
It's an illusion. So there is a priest.
It's all sound-based.
And it's all sound-based.
Okay.
I've got holy water, and I'm coming down, and I go, I cast you out, Satan. You need to rest, Satan. And the holy water's going, and they all think it's burning them. And they're freaking out, because guess what? Pope's in town.
Okay, so the illusion is of this holy water sort of spraying in their direction from you.
Yeah.
Okay, and the idea is that they think it's landing on them.
So they're running away. They're leaving.
Right. So the first 5 in this little cluster here that haven't quite gotten up, as this stuff starts to spray towards them, you do see them, they back up a little bit on the floor, kind of crouching and pulling themselves backwards.
If it's leaving from me, do I have an opportunity?
You can take an opportunity attack on the one right next to you.
Yes, I will. I'll just quick pierce it with my dagger.
Okay,
Just a quick attack.
go for it.
And nope.
No,
3, I
doesn't.
miss.
So he swipes, but it's really scary and it's backing up and it's stepping back from you. All right, Annabelle, anything else?
No.
All right, Veros.
How close am I to the one that's down, backing up?
You can move in. I mean,
I can move
you
in.
know, you are.
So I have advantage then on the one that's down in front of me.
Yes, with a melee attack, you have advantage on a prone.
Right. So I'm going to be attacking him
Okay,
with my warhammer.
go for it.
Advantage.
Yes, with advantage.
Okay, so that's a 15 and a 16.
You totally hit him.
And then I'd like to hit him again with the axe of life stealing.
These are minions, so boom, you hit him.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter. That one gets smashed, flattened. He's just dead. You got him. His head is putty on the ground.
Oh, great.
So I just keep clearing a
Veros,
path.
you have another attack.
Yes.
Can I
like-
take him away?
Yeah, you can take one away.
I'm going to do it again to the next one.
All right,
closest
go
to
next door with advantage because he's still on the ground.
me. So that's a 1 and a 4.
4 plus.
Plus 6, plus 6.
You hit.
Okay.
You want to spend a superiority die and get
Yes,
the guy next
absolutely.
to you?
I want to
Okay,
get the next
great.
one to sweep through and just clear the other one.
So with 2 strikes, he gets boom. 1 is just mush on the ground. The other hand comes around, boom on the second one. And as he does it, he swipes to the side and knocks off the other one. Clear 2 more.
There we go. There we go.
In the way. Veros, anything else?
I'd like to action surge and do it again.
Go for action surge.
No.
He steps forward, coming after the next 2 in front of him.
Same technique.
Okay.
Strike and then sweep.
All right, so he strikes 1 right there next to him.
8 and 2.
The 8'll hit. Boom, that guy, it's all mush on the ground. 1 disappears. You sweep around with the
through.
next side. Boom. Oh, it hits, so you got that's your
It was
sweeping
the
attack.
1 hit, so.
So boom, yeah, this gets a second guy with that attack.
Look at him go.
Sweeps him out of the way. That
Clear
I
him
think is the
out.
end unless you're
I go
action
like
surge.
this.
Go, Veros!
You're welcome.
Cool. So you did your 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
Then you action surge, you get 1 more.
Because I action surge, so
But
I
you
have
action
it.
surge. Now you've used 2 of your superiority die. So you've only got 1 left.
I don't use it.
You don't want to use it.
I don't use the superiority die.
Okay, but you're still going to do your attack.
Yes.
Okay, so you can still roll your advantage attack on another guy.
Yeah, I don't want to use the superiority die.
Got it.
All right, so that's an 8 and a 4.
You hit.
Oh.
Boom, another one gets decimated. So Sam, you can't see anything. You're gonna run up to be able to see. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna bust the fireball on these fools, man.
Yes.
Okay, so is this a single target or this is
This is me
it's
trying
area? I'm pretty sure it's an area.
Each creature in a 20-foot area,
Yeah,
radius sphere, much
So-
like it's a dexterity save.
cool. So you're gonna lob one up. Now you want to avoid hitting Veros, right?
to. Yes.
So you want like the 20 feet back here.
Hell
Is that the
yeah.
idea? So describe what you do. How do you you're basically gonna lob a ball of fire so it lands right in there. How do you do it?
I am softball pitching this ball of fire. It goes over Veros' head. He watches it go and hits right in the middle of 5 of these things.
Okay, right there. All right, so they're gonna all make dex saving throws. 1 makes it.
So 1 takes half.
1 takes half, doesn't matter. Oh, well, hold on. Hold on now, dear.
That was powerful.
1,
was a good
2,
try.
3, 4, 5. These guys are out of it because he's getting these 4 squares.
7 with 1 blow.
But there you go. Boom. All of them, like, again, caught on fire. They're still on the ground writhing. You can see that one of them actually does wear a priest's robes. Another one looks like a peasant woman. These all seem to be just like regular townsfolk.
So since our turns are kind of happening simultaneously,
Yes.
while I see all of this happening, I'm going to actually run up and go in between Viros's legs.
Okay.
And while I'm running, uncork a potion, and it's just a standard potion bottle, but it has a silvery liquid inside. So I'm chugging this as I get in between his legs and do gust of wind. So it's going to hopefully catch the fire too and blow everybody back.
Okay. Dex saving throws?
Yep.
Oops.
Or no, strength.
Strength
To
saving
not be
throws.
blown back.
Fantastic. All right. We're just going to do some common
So you
stuff
take
here.
a drink,
No.
get between Varos's legs, and start blowing.
Yep.
I like this game.
It's a Friday night.
Yeah, who knew?
The 5 here, I mean, what is the range on it?
60 feet
60 feet?
and 10 feet wide.
3, 4, 5, 6. So it's all of them. Yeah, none of them withstand it. The fire's only gonna get like the first 3.
Sure.
So these 3 take that fire and they go out of it. The rest of these all get blown back 15 feet?
Yes.
15 feet. So they are now here and no one is closer than that. Anything else, Ricky?
No, I just gotta stay there.
All right, fantastic. Group number 2 has been decimated. Group number 3, they've got a couple of guys still there. They are gonna stand up and attempt to come back towards you.
So if they're going to try to move back, the creature in line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you. Because I'm continuously gusting.
When it's already had to get up from being prone, so that's nothing. So they all stand up from being prone and they kind of just feel this like push on them and they're unable to move forward at all. Group 2's dead. Beryl.
I'm gonna go test this door.
Okay. So you run up to the door. This is what you see set in the door. And as you start to look at it, the buttons do look like they could be depressed in some way. You push it and it does go down.
It does go down.
But then it pops back up.
So do you want to move your mini to the door?
You put Beryl by the door.
Does this remind us of the Glockenspiel security door?
Yeah, it certainly could be something that was made by Glockenspiel. Meanwhile, Beryl's looking at this thing, Annabella. Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to help her with the door.
Okay, so you go up to the door.
Can I run an investigation check on how to open it?
You can do an investigation check and we'll see if we get a hint.
16 plus 8.
Yeah, your feeling is that this is like a keypad, that there's probably an order of buttons that you're meant to push to try and figure out how to get in. So you guys are working on that. Viros, what would you like to do?
Is Ricky still blowing?
Yes.
Ricky is
Keeping
still
them
blowing.
at bay. I check in with you, and you're giving me the go-ahead if you need help, or shall I go get them? Go to the door. No, go get those bastards.
them.
That's what I mean, he and I are synergistic in that
All
way.
right.
We really have a telepathy thing.
So you run forward and you actually feel like the wind picks you up
Yes.
and pushes you forward and you are able to just sort of stop yourself before you get to that first line of...
So I get really close to
you
them,
get really
within
close.
striking distance.
You're right there immediately.
I'm ready to roll again.
All right, go ahead and roll. These guys are standing up, so you do not have advantage on them.
I don't have advantage.
No.
That's fine. So I'm gonna roll to find out if I strike.
You're just gonna roll, you're gonna roll your 2 attacks.
Right.
To see if you strike the 2 in front of you.
Right.
There's like 3 in front of you, but you can strike the first 2.
Fair enough. It's a 20, it's a crit. So,
Boom! I mean, you hit him so hard, there is nothing
so it's
left.
a warhammer. It's a warhammer
Yeah,
again.
yeah. So you're warhamming again the guy next to him.
Yeah.
Great,
just
go for it.
Right through.
It's
So.
full on Gallagher, all of it.
And it's a 14.
And it's a 14. Boom! So he's got Warhammer down on one, smashes. The other one, boom, on the guy next to him. Lose those 2.
Please lose 2.
Perfect. I think that's it, unless you want to use your sweeping.
I would like to do the sweeping again, since
All
I
right.
can't use the trip. So I would like to use the sweeping
Use
again.
the sweeping,
Yep.
it works. Whoop, he sweeps through. He gets that 3rd one
There it is.
standing there. There goes Viros. Sam, what would you like to do?
You know, I was looking at my thaumaturgy. I can cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut, but that door is locked,
This
right?
door is locked.
I can also cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute. Might just do that for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen the power unleashed, so I pull it up and
Okay.
I shake the ground a little bit. We
all
just
of you
gotta
start to
shake these
feel-
cats around.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a quake, and all of those guys are still down on the ground. Oh no, they stood up. So they stood up. They feel it. They don't fall down, but it's definitely like a little bit of a jolt to their senses. Anything
While
else?
they're off their balance, somebody hit them with something. Somebody do something.
Well, it is Ricky's turn.
I will start walking forward,
Okay.
still gust of winding.
Gust of winding.
Go get him, Ricky.
Are you inhaling?
Only
at all?
one of them stays. Oh no, it was 3. So all 3 fall.
Yeah,
All 3
Ricky!
of them fall on the ground. Well, they're not
Well, they're not
dead.
dead.
They just fall down prone on the ground.
Yeah.
So the one there that fell stands up. He can move 5 feet. So moving forward 1. And he is at least going to try to get something in on you.
Yeah, try.
Let's see how it goes. Ooh, 18!
Oh.
He gets him. This particular guy stands up, and he used to be a big, brawny guy when he was alive. He stands up, he pushes his undead weight into the wind.
Formidable.
And you take 6 bludgeoning damage as he slams his body into you.
No worries. Get off me with your undead.
It's a little gross.
It's gross.
It's a little gross.
Never mind that. So it hurts a little.
Beryl's turn.
Okay.
You're looking at this.
Wanted to use this
Yeah.
This button, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can't focus because all these mummies keep talking, or zombies, or whatever they are. And I take one of my javelins out of my bag and just. And then underhand, chuck it at the first one.
Okay. You want to jump on him? Go ahead and make an attack.
This will be a reckless attack,
Okay.
so I get advantage.
Go for it.
Which is good because I probably needed it. That is a 15.
You hit.
Sweet. 8.
All right. Boom. He's down. It doesn't even matter, right? We're minioning them. So
Yeah.
yeah, the guy next to Veros,
Get out of here.
done.
And then I'm gonna go for
dead.
one of the ones on the floor as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's like a 23.
Boom. He's dead.
Get out.
Lose the next one.
There's only one guy left?
Only one guy left, sitting there on the floor. Thank you, Beryl. Annabella, your turn.
Thanks for the assist, Brutal.
From my past experience opening the other Glockenspiel safe, can I call on that to try and, like, because remember I had the whole pamphlet.
straight intelligence check.
Yeah,
What's your flat intelligence?
3.
You don't think this has anything to do with lightning energy, anything like that. This is purely push the buttons in the right order, and you're gonna have to come up with some way to figure out what that order is.
She's gonna write something down. Ooh, I ask you when I say, give me your little thingy.
Imp,
Give me that imp, and I want
me
the
that
imp
imp.
because I don't want to get in pain.
go over there.
He goes this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner.
Nothing happens. None of them say depressed.
1,
It's okay.
2, 3.
All right. So you did this one, this one, this one.
Yeah, like this little arrow.
Okay. All of those go down and hold for a second and pop back up.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a cross. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you go down that way, the only one that stays is this one.
Okay, can I mark this?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just marking the one that stayed, okay? So that one stayed. And I go here and here.
Nothing.
Okay. I go here, here, and here.
Do one at a time for me.
Okay, here,
Nothing.
here.
That stays.
Great. And here.
That pops back up.
Okay? This one.
Pops back up.
Good night.
Sam, I'd like you to make an investigation check.
You know, I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like making an investigation check.
Please.
What do I do?
So you're looking at this thing and you're like, in all your experience, I'd really like to know if I have any sense of what this is.
The door?
Or just like what maybe the pattern of this is, or how this would work from, if you could do anything to help. So roll a d20 and add your investigation bonus, which is 5.
19 plus 5.
You
I
are
figured
like,
this out and the meaning of life.
oh my God. And you reach in your bag and you pull out a fingerprinting kit.
Oh, I've got
you
one of
have
those.
had.
Yes.
And you start to dust the buttons to see if you can figure out which ones have fingerprints on them.
Smart. I'm so smart like that.
so
You're
smart
almost
like
as smart
that.
as me, but I mean, it's very high up.
Can't believe that I figured that out all on my own.
You did.
Well, kids, I'm dusting the door. And I'm seeing a pattern here.
Oh.
That was
Those
in
are the ones
news
that you see
recently.
fingerprints on.
All right, I think I've tracked it down. I don't know what order the buttons are pushed in, but those are the buttons that get pushed.
Push them. So you start trying them in all different orders?
Yeah.
All right, eventually taking 20. Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Taking 20, you notice that it seems to be this one, this one, this one, this one, and then this one.
Okay.
Once you press in that succession, you hear a and the whole door pops open and swings wide.
Yeah!
What you see behind you is a very small room, really just like 20, maybe 15 feet by 15 feet, very
Panic
small.
room. We hide in there until the cops come.
There's a small desk and a big grate above, but this is, it's a good, this is a taller room, so again, 15 feet above your head is this grate.
But are we still in combat with the last?
There is still a zombie there. Well, I mean, Vero's got him.
Pierce got him.
Yeah,
There's
Bureau's.
Scott.
Is there any writing on the grate? Does it say anything on it?
You don't see any writing, no.
Can we investigate the desk?
Yeah. You can go and check out the desk?
Yeah.
All right, so you come up to the desk. You start going through the drawers, things like that. There is money. You find black onyx gems in bags. You find this sort of interesting mask made of cloth, and it sort of glitters as if it might be magical. You also find a small map.
Can we see the map?
I don't have the map to show you. It is unlabeled.
Put it on. Oh. Maybe not. No?
Well, this is what we came for, isn't it?
I believe.
Have you all gone in the room?
I haven't gone in the
You
room
haven't
yet.
gone in the room.
I do
Here, I'm
want to
gonna
examine
set
these
that up.
bodies more.
Okay.
I want to.
As their moldering starts ending.
As
That's your small room. So Annabella went in to look at stuff. Who else went in to look at stuff?
I did too.
Okay, Beryl went in to look at stuff.
you were helping with the lock.
Yeah.
You're in. Okay.
I'm still killing the last of them.
All right, so you smash the last zombie. You can remove that guy.
All right, so now I'm making my way back to the group. Ricky, you can stop blowing now. Stop!
But I do want to examine, sort of the bodies.
Okay.
But also, I want to check the feet to see if they were victims of maybe the melted shoe.
Okay.
Or any sort of identifying marks.
Yeah, do an investigation check, please.
Yes.
All right, I can do it.
Yep, I think it's +3, yeah.
Okay. You're looking around them. You're not finding anything particularly interesting. These do look like the nicest clothes that whoever this person might have been would own.
I find those clothes.
You find that they are dressed, the only thing you can really
I
discern
see.
is they're dressed in the
Their
best.
Sunday best.
Yeah, the best that peasant woman would have had, or the best that blacksmith would have had, or the best that the priest would have had.
I see. I'd also like to do a religion check to see if I know anything about animating undead or what sort of spell was happening here.
Absolutely, make an arcana.
Arcana or religion?
Oh, religion, yeah, we can do both.
It's +3.
+3 in religion. This is out of your scope of reference.
Copy.
You're not smart enough.
I'm not.
Ricky.
This is not my magic.
Nope.
And so, yeah, I'll follow everybody else then.
Okay, so yes, you have a map, you have this mask. You go in and you see that there is money. You can see a good 200, 250 gold pieces are just sort of sitting in the drawer, as well as a bunch of more, these black onyx gems in bags.
I think this is what we came for.
Probably.
It is made of cloth,
Yep. It
can
obscures
hide
your
from the
identity.
sun.
Right. It definitely fits that description. Let's not forget the gems we cannot leave here because they're being malevolently used by Uloo and...
So,
Yes.
so this is also kind of a reconnaissance mission, right?
Yes.
So we need to take this stuff.
As you're talking, you hear a boot step up above the grate, and a shadow goes across your face. You see a dark, cloaked, tall figure who looks down at you and says, "Meddlers." She begins to do something with her hands, and you see a bright light begin to happen. We are back in initiative.
Her hands.
Do you want new initiative or
Yeah,
same order?
we'll do new.
So roll a d20.
Is this a 6 or a 9?
Whatever the line is. It's a 6.
This is a 6? Okay. 8.
8.
15.
Veros.
6.
6 for Veros. Beryl.
5.
5 for Beryl. Ricky.
8.
8 for Ricky. Sam.
15.
15 for Sam.
There we go.
Unfortunately, none of you are fast enough. You see her hands spinning and spinning, and suddenly a ball of light flashes down on top of you all.
Oh my God, there were special effects.
Everyone needs to make dexterity saving throws.
Danger sense would kick in here.
That's similar to another major
I
character
think
sense.
it's dexterity saving throws, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You can
He's of the
Is this
arachnid
magic-based?
family. Anyway.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my
Intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
So +2, right?
All right,
Even
so
with
Viros?
advantage,
So
9.
19.
A 19 for Viros. Beryl?
9.
Okay.
16.
Annabella has a 16.
There you go.
Ricky?
16.
16.
Nice.
Sam?
19.
19. Okay.
Which means we're ready.
I don't even know if I should roll it. I kind of want to because I think it'll scare you.
I'm scared.
Just by saying that.
5 plus 7 is 12. Plus 9 is 21. Plus 8 is
29.
29. Plus 5
34.
is 34. Everyone except Sam and Viros takes 34 fire damage.
How long does your
Viros-
elixir last?
It's been an hour, or it lasts an hour. So if it's within,
It's been an hour.
Okay.
Viros and Sam, you will take half of that.
I'm gonna hit him with a hellish rebuke. What does that do?
So essentially, because it hit you, your reaction is to immediately strike back.
Right.
You're gonna roll some damage on that. So
where did you see it? Is it?
It's on my.
Oh, here. Okay. So a creature you can see that damaged you must make a dexterity save. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a success.
I make a dex saving throw. Mm-hmm. I make it,
So they
but I'll take half. So you'll roll 2d10, and I'll take half your damage.
12.
So 12, and I'll take 6 of that. So as you feel this fire burst down and stop you, you shoot your hand out, and as it comes out, she's able to just dodge out of the way, but she takes a little bit up the side. However, as you are lying there, you start to feel more ache and pain begin to hit you. So those of you who
I'm
any of you died,
unconscious.
so you're unconscious? All right, you are going to take an automatic death saving fail
What does that mean?
because you're taking damage after
take
death.
3 of those.
So
before
you can only take 3.
die.
So on your moments next to it, you're going to mark off a fail.
Is she gonna die?
She might.
How do we stop this?
Are you two still standing?
Yes.
All right. With this damage, I doubt it matters how much. How much do you have left?
I have 8.
You have 8 left.
6.
6 left. Both of you immediately go unconscious with this
I
damage.
can't because I have relentless endurance, so I pop up at 1
So
HP.
you pop up at 1 HP.
Good.
So you pop up at 1 HP. For you two, however, you will take another 16. A sense of like death and dread begins to come over you, and your literal life force begins to get sucked from your
It's
body.
Monday morning.
But
Monday morning. You immediately stabilize.
I'm wearing this though.
Do you survive it?
You're
Do you,
asking me?
do you have more
Fuck
than
yeah, I'm
16 hit
resilient.
points?
Oh.
And that's 32. You're
32.
down to 1.
He's down to 1. So at that point, all of you are on the ground writhing. You see her. You are still awake. You popped up awake.
Yeah.
The rest of you are all unconscious and dying. You see her move from the grate and start to pull a long sword out.
Fireball!
Fireball! All right, so you're
Fire
fireballing
with
out.
fire.
I make a
With my
dexterity
one left
saving
with
throw.
my dying
Yes.
gas, I'm throwing everything at her.
To save half.
I save half.
So you're gonna
But
roll
go ahead and-
8 of the d6s.
So you are lying on the ground, and as you see her start to move away from this grate, you summon every last energy you've got and throw a fireball up away from yourself at her. She looks to dodge out of the way, however, you're still gonna get her with at least half of your damage, so roll all of those dice.
This is how much you do.
And you're gonna add them up.
Add them up. Okay. I got a 6 and a 4. That's 10. 5, 4, and 1. That's another 10. So that's 20. 29.
29. So I'm gonna take half of it. I'm only gonna take 15 of that. But man, does it just scorch up the side of this woman. You can see her eyes. You can't see her face. Her eyes glow a little brighter, and her cape does swoop, and she begins to walk. You can hear her feet walking as if she's going to the end of that passageway where there's another grate.
So is she running away from me?
She's walking away to the manhole at the end of that tunnel. You are awake. Beryl is awake. You've got
Yes.
3 friends that are down on the ground
Yes.
dying.
I've got a plan.
It is
Beryl!
Anna's turn first. Anna, make a
HP
death
that
saving
motherfucker!
throw. You're gonna roll a d20
I'm
and
a
hope to God you get 10 or more.
barbarian. I'm not a doctor, Jim. 4.
Mark off another of your death saving fails.
Oh my god.
Is she gonna die? Are we
also
all gonna
She
die?
got one more- she got
Ricky
one more
also
shot.
fails. Viros, you are stabilized.
I'm stabilized.
You're asleep though. Beryl, you are standing awake.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna go into Ricky's belongings.
Okay.
pull forward the potion of healing
Yes.
and pour it into his mouth.
Into Ricky's mouth.
Because I don't know what else to do, and I know he can heal
dying
people.
worse.
But he can heal people.
Okay,
we
wake
need
him
the
up. Wake
healer.
him up.
So you're up to. What do you want to do?
I want to second wind. I draw upon my stamina to
Okay.
gain back HP of D10.
Fantastic. Roll your D10,
1d10.
and add 3.
That's a 10.
So I got a
So
3.
6.
So yeah,
You get
6.
6 hit points back. So you
6
can
hit
add
points
6 back to
So now
yourself.
I'm 6 back.
Do you want to do anything bonus action-y or anything like that? I mean, there's not a ton you can do.
There
bonus
isn't anything else
action-y.
I can do right
Okay,
now.
great. Beryl takes the potion,
Yes.
pours it down Ricky's mouth.
Yes.
Roll your 2d4 and add 2.
2 to 4 plus 2 is 6 points.
6 points, back up. You gasp to life as she pours it down your
And I
throat.
slap your face a couple times.
I'm awake, I'm awake!
You
I
can
need
hear
your
the
help.
boots.
Everyone's dying.
The boots are running away from you towards that manhole down at the corner.
Ricky, get bootsy!
What? What?
Sam, it is your turn now.
Oh, what do I do?
Well, you can consult your team and see what you would like to do.
Stick your
Annabella
imp
right now
on
is the
that
only
woman.
one
You
on the
gotta
ground. You
save
can see
Annabella
the
before
light
she dies.
fading from
I'll
her
get her.
face.
You send him. Follow that woman.
Should I go or should I send the imp?
Send
Doesn't
me
matter.
in.
Imp. Lockheed. Oh, fuck. Go! And he's
Lockheed,
following.
who was hanging out, he was the only smart one to stay outside of the tunnel, and he hung out up there. He runs down to the end, and he looks up, and you can see, he even flies up to kind of look out of this manhole cover, and he can see through the little hole that she's coming straight for that manhole cover.
So we could do something here. What do we do?
I'm dying.
He would
Yeah,
say
I'll
her
help.
plan is to jump down and come kill you all.
Okay, I have a plan.
All right, it is Anna's turn.
I have to wait.
Anna's gonna have to make a death saving throw.
You can do it. You can do it. Come on, roll.
It's an 8.
As you sit there,
Wait, but didn't Ricky get a turn?
not before her,
I
you
made a
see
mistake.
the last breath, gasp
What?
from Annabella's mouth as her whole body goes still with a little shudder, and she lies there deceased. Ricky, it is your turn.
I'm going to pluck some of Annabella's hairs
Okay.
and stow them away.
Okay, you keep them in your pocket. He reaches over, he takes some of her hairs out of her head with his hands, shaking as he touches her body, which is still warm, and places them in his pocket. Anything else, Ricky?
She killed
I've made a terrible mistake. I thought that you could help her.
It's not your fault. She killed her. Annabella's gone.
She's gonna kill all of us.
Vera?
Oh. No.
I'm going after her.
You're going after?
Yep.
All right. Veros, you're gonna run out in the hallway and run
This
down
is
the
the
hall, down the
worst.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay. Veros
That's what he would do.
stands up, he leads down there, he begins to run down the tunnel in that direction. As far as he can go, I assume.
I'm going after her, bitch.
So that's your dash action. You can get right down there.
Okay.
Okay, Beryl.
Oh. I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna.
Get
But
revenge.
before I go, you see like an anger fill, Beryl, and she reaches, shaking hands around Annabella's neck and takes the BFF bracelet. And I'm sorry. She clutches it in her hand and she follows Veros out into the hall.
Holding it in her hand, she sprints down, catching up with Veros as fast as she can, clutching it, the tears streaming
Yeah.
down her face.
And as I reach the manhole cover, inside my Outlander kit, I have a bear trap.
Yeah.
Because we have traps. I fucking wrench that thing open and stick it right
Run
under
under the
there.
manhole cover?
Because I'm gonna have this whore fall into that goddamn trap. And then we're gonna beat
And
her
I'm
to
gonna
death.
light the torches around
And
her
we
and fight
are
fire
gonna,
with
we're gonna
fucking
beat
fire.
her to death.
Okay.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Set her alight.
At this point, you hear the boots stop above that manhole cover, but there's a slight hesitation. She reaches down, she pulls the manhole cover up. You two are just below it, staring up at her. You are looking up into the face. It's just dark, decayed flesh that starts to seep down the side of her face. Her eyes glow. She's got her long sword drawn, ready to jump in and attack you. I think she can do that. She jumps from above the manhole, standing right in front of the two of you. We can flip her around.
She's facing us.
She is facing you. Stands down, lands. The splash and the echo, everything goes a little bit quiet. She faces the two of you. All right.
Does she
Sam.
land in my trap?
She did land in your trap.
Yes!
As she
Bear trap.
lands around one boot, it clamps on her foot.
I don't know what bear trap damage is. I
what
just
does that
have bear
entail?
trap written down.
Let's do 2d8. Let's say it's a
Okay.
really good bear trap.
Okay.
2d8 piercing.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I got a 13.
A 13. As that happens, you see it kind of get in her face, but she grits her teeth and she looks at you. She knows that you're the one who did it.
Oh yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
You
You are back in the room with Annabella's lifeless body lying on the ground. Ricky is over her, harvesting her hair.
Presumably to save her later, not because he's creepy.
Who knows?
Who knows?
As he's
Yes.
standing there, I'm going to turn and look at you and say, go and get them. We need to leave. She's too strong for them. I don't want anyone else to die. We need to leave.
All right. That's a lot of pressure, Vicky. I mean, you should have helped. Instead of stealing hair. But, I'm looking. Let me see. No time for darkness. Command. Can I command this person?
You want to try?
All right.
So you step out into the hall in enough of a range to see her. And what is the command? You can say one word.
Leave!
Okay, so Sam, with all of the anger of seeing his new friends in this terrible situation, he busts through that door. He sees her standing, bearing down his friend, throws his hand out and screams,
Leave! Should have said die. Fuck. Leave and then die, but leave!
Unfortunately, you can't make her do anything directly harmful to
True.
herself.
Leave!
So it's still logic.
She looks over at you as you do this. She does not leave. She saves against it.
I said leave! Maybe you didn't hear me the first time.
She goes, feeble weakly.
Oh man, that was my nickname in high school.
It would be Anna's turn, but we're gonna move to Ricky.
Oh man, that was sad. You had to point it out. You're still alive in my heart.
Yeah.
Save her, Ricky.
I can't. Is there anything, I'll examine the body.
You're gonna examine her body?
Yeah, is there anything that's like precious on you? Or things that like,
I mean, I
equipment or-
have all the onyx stones.
I'll
I've
definitely
got all
take
of
those.
them.
So you're gonna take the onyx stones. She's got the pocket watch.
You're robbing her at a time like this.
It's got him, man.
Not what you think.
Actually, as I pull this from her body, I start to wind
You start to wind it. Okay. You now have advantage on
You would
dex
also
saving
find
throws.
this, I think.
You would also find
'Cause
that.
we were looking at that
the whack.
together.
My hair dye.
I'll leave that.
All right, so Ricky's looting the body. Veros.
Money?
I don't have any money.
Damn it! No, I'm just
The axe of life stealing has the same damage as my regular axes.
It does.
In and unless she's necrotic or undead.
Her face did look
The chances are she's gonna be immune to your necrotic damage.
Right.
Ooh.
But it still has the same damage as,
Still is the regular damage.
as the hand axe.
Yes.
So
But
I'm
your warhammer is potentially slightly better.
in my haste, I think about this and I look at her face and I think to myself, what if she's undead? But no. So I take my warhammer out and I don't even wind back like a baseball bat. I straight up go over my head and I'm ready to send her into the ground. She's in a bear trap.
She isn't a bear trap.
Do I have advantage? Because
that's why
she
she-
cannot move.
Maybe that's why she couldn't leave, because she was stuck in the bear trap. Should I have released her from the bear trap and then said leave? She's just trapped there.
She's stuck.
Yeah,
I have
true.
advantage, yes?
Go for it.
Do it. Do it, Barrows. Kill her! Get away from her, you bitch!
4 and 11.
So your advantage is 11, and you're gonna add 6 to that.
6 to that.
So 17.
17.
You don't hit.
And
This
I
is
do
bad.
it. I do it again.
Go it again.
This is bad.
I do it again. Extra attack.
Go down swinging, Barrows.
I did. I gave him bardic inspiration.
It's a 19 and an 11.
So the 19 will hit. You're saying you want to add bardic inspiration.
He had it.
I have it.
You didn't. You didn't do it on the last one. We already rolled. So, but remember, you've got it.
But I have it. Yes.
Right. You have it, so you can add an 8 to something in the future.
Okay.
To the
Okay.
future.
So that second one will hit. Roll your damage on that.
It's an 8.
The first one, he goes to hit her, but her armor is so strong she can't back out of the way. But it's just this really tough plate. You can't get past her.
Now I gotta
Plus,
bead.
She pulls her shield in front of you.
So that's where I try to go over top on a head.
Well, yeah, you'd go over the head on this one. So you have 5.
5
Plus 3 plus 3 is
8.
8 total. You didn't
8
roll
damage.
Got it. Great. So you are okay. She'll take that a little bit of damage, but again, it just looks like you're doing nothing to her. That is Veros' barrel.
I'm watching Veros pummel away at her. and I become vaguely aware of how strong her armor is as I see the glancing blows of his warhammer against her plate. And still hands shaking and clutching this necklace, Beryl comes to the realization that we have to live to fight again another day. While she's still stuck in a trap, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm going to force him, physically push against him and force him to come with me so we can flee.
Do you resist? No. Beryl turns around. She puts her hands on you. Do you say anything?
I apologize. I'm sorry. We have to come. We have to fight again another day.
And you pull him backward. As you pull back, those are op attacks for her.
Yeah. We're grappling her.
I think those are gonna be 2 hits. Yeah, both of those hit you. Each of you.
I think I just killed us.
You're gonna take 3 damage.
All right.
You're gonna take 4.
Okay. What type of damage is it?
This is slashing.
So I take 2.
You take 2.
I'm all right.
Yeah. Oh God, that just knocked me out just barely.
Are you out?
No.
So as you come to turn away and she pushes you away, Beryl takes one in the back and
Takes one for
literally
me.
in your arms falls down, but you are able to move back out of melee range.
Yeah.
You see her pulling at her foot as she starts trying to come towards you.
So
but
because
you've
she
got her
took
in
the
her
hit
arm.
from me, I take that back to her and I
You
pull
grab her and you start to pull away and run away.
and I run.
All right, it is
I realize
her.
what you've done.
It is her turn. She's gonna spend her turn. She bends down and tries to pull her foot out of the
Bear trap.
She's able to do it. She wrenches it across, pulling her foot out of the trap. We are now at Sam's turn.
I am running like hell and Eldritch blasting over my shoulder
Fantastic.
as I go.
So roll your Eldritch Blast. D20 plus 7
And what is this to decide?
If you hit or not.
if you hit her. So as
you
you're
have to
running
aim.
and you're aiming back behind you with your Eldritch Blast.
Which I've already admitted is like this.
Yeah.
But
so,
we're gonna let you say you're pretty good at doing that.
here we go.
Yes.
18.
Yeah!
Cool.
High math. Boom! You hit her in the chest. Roll your D10.
I wasn't even trying.
Nope.
Which one is that?
Passion.
It was the adrenaline, the passion, your new friend.
Plus 4.
We need a +4, or
No,
that's
you
what I
add
begin
plus
with?
4. So 8 total.
8.
8. Boom! She takes that in the chest. Again, she sneers at you as you
Fuck
run.
you.
He runs as far as he can down this direction.
Me and
We are
Lockheed
now
live to fight
on
another day.
Ricky.
So I'm going to gently close her eyes.
Okay.
And I hear the commotion that's
Yes.
happening out there. I'm sorry. And I'll run out into the middle of the hallway.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to pull out the mask.
Gotcha.
And the gems.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to go, hey! Isn't this what you're here for? Here we go! and because I have these in my possession, I start slowly turning smaller
Okay.
and growing fur, and I turn into a sewer rat.
Okay.
And
those disappear with you.
Those disappear with me.
Untraceable.
Then I'm going to run up the wall and past her up the grate.
Up in here, up the grate, up on top. All right, you all watch that happen to Ricky. He comes little sewer rat. Oh,
sorry, I want to go closer to her so she sees me and
Oh, I see. On that
she came
end.
down from another grate.
She came down from a different grade.
Yeah.
So you run down, you show her this into a little rat,
Yeah.
and you dodge around her and go up
Bless
the
you,
wall
you
and up the
beautiful
grate
little
above her
man.
that direction. Viros, your turn.
I'm hurt, but I'm not done. I grab Beryl with everything I've got left. I pick up Annabella over my shoulder because she weighs like my explorer's pack. And I just get
So you
the
run-
hell out. Take my comrades, my friends.
Beryl, who's in your arms, you grab her around the waist.
There we
just
go.
like- you come around into the door, grabbing Annabella by the back of her robes, pulling her forward, and just dragging
Just
backwards.
just
as you
mule
try to
kicking
get out of the
my way back.
following Sam as you go. Let's make a death saving throw.
Okay. 13.
Good. That's a save. We're back up to her. She sneers at you while you start to go, but her eyes follow that rat that took her mask. Instead, she throws her arms up. She's incredibly tall. She's even able with a jump to grab it. You see her pull herself up through that manhole cover and disappear into the street above.
Is she chasing after Ricky Mouse? Is that
going
what she's
after
doing?
Ricky Mouse.
Is that what's
Ricky
going on?
Mouse. That is what is going
Shall
on.
we? Do we have to? What?
I'm giving you time to get away.
The rest of you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
You're
why
gonna
you took the
stabilize
hair.
her?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna do a medicine check, please, Viros. We'll come and join you up top in a minute.
D20, right?
D20 and add a medicine bonus if you've got one. It's your wisdom.
I'm at a 0. I'm
All right.
at 8.
So 8. You try to do your best to stabilize Beryl. Sam, you're gonna have a chance to do it as well. Do a medicine check as well to try to stabilize her.
16 plus 1.
You were able to come over her, and as you begin to sort of feel around, you're able to find her wound and just kind of hold it with your hand enough to
Whose?
stop to find Beryl's wound. Hold it enough with your hand to stop the blood from coming
Staunching
out.
that bleeding.
She's still unconscious, but she is now stable and not dying.
We're not losing another one. Not today!
You guys pull yourself around the corner to where you think you have some relative safety. We're upstairs. You are a rat. You have a little jump on her, 6 seconds. What do you want to do?
Run.
Run, dash.
Yeah, I have a movement speed of 20, so I want to double that for my full
40
action. What I want to do, actually, is go 20 feet out and then loop around, because I'm going
Okay.
to go back down.
Okay, so you're going 20 feet. You're going to try and find another grate to
lose
go
her.
down.
Yeah.
I see.
wasn't there a grate right here?
Yeah,
That you
but
could
over
pop
that
right
door.
into?
Over that door. So you're headed towards that one.
Sure.
So you
I don't
can
know
get,
where I am, because I don't know what's up above.
Right. So
Are
you
you
get up there, but
small?
you start
Like
going
very
to that
small, like a
direction.
rat?
I am a rat.
Can Lockheed pick him up now?
If you wanted to send him after me.
So while you're working on her, you send Lockheed up there.
Lockheed, fuck, what? It's time to fly. He's been waiting for this the whole show.
Lockheed flies. He goes over to that grate above where Annabella was. His little claws, he inches his way right through, and he flies up and he's waiting and he's looking. He sees Ricky jump up, running towards this direction, comes. He meets him, puts his legs grabbing onto Ricky's little hairy body and lifts him just as you see Uloo pull herself up out from underneath. She starts to reach her hand up. She's gonna make a save to see if she can grab you before you run away. That is a critical flub, you guys. As she reaches up to get you, you are just zoom.
I poop.
Lockheed.
I poop on her.
Yeah, shitting from the sky.
Shit.
Lockheed is flying faster than he's ever in his entire life. This little mouse in its claws, and as it goes up, the mouse looks back at her, its nose all crinkled up, and shit just tumbles on her outstretched hand.
I call it the crop duster.
That's what she gets for sticking us in the sewer, man.
Right.
I'm also worried you have a title for it. Anyway.
Between the two of you, you grab these two bodies and book it. You make it back to Relics and Rarities. You get into the room. You sit down. Lockheed and Ricky the rat, come back and join you and transform back. And there you are. You lay Annabella's lifeless body on the couch in front of you. Professor Roundland, a single tear in her eye, she looks at Sam and she says, I know that you all did the best that you could do. She looks to Ricky and she says, I wonder if you and I put our heads together, there might be something we could do.
We can fix this.
He stole hair.
Yes, well, we have the whole body, so it's okay.
And we will call that a night. Thank you.
That's it? What happens next?